We are
Troy.
We are
Troy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Today in L.A. And we've got another cake sale, and it's going to be a great cake sale. We've got wonderful cakes and pies and brownies, and we're going to have a great day today. You're going to get an opportunity to buy some great cakes this morning, and at the same time support this 15 and under Troy Dixie Boys baseball team, which will be heading to Louisiana. Is that right, Chris?
That's right. We're heading to Sterlington, Louisiana, July 17th, which is next week.
And Chris is the only gentleman in the house that would take off his hat.
I don't want everybody to be able to see my face.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Of course, Chris Hitter, the coach of the 15 and under, and been in rec baseball a long time. All right, guys, if we can't see your face, we haven't got you on camera, so let's see. Make sure we can see your face. There's one that we're looking for. There's one right there. And Chris, tell us a little bit about these boys.
Okay, Mike, these guys participate in the Troy Recreation League, Dixie Boys, which is 13, 14, and 15-year-olds. And this is the 15 and under team, which is primarily 15-year-olds, but we do have 3 14-year-olds on the team. And
selling cakes come before anything.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You're on the air. How you doing? Hello.
Good morning.
Hi. All right. Yes, sir. We're selling cakes and pies on our show today to support the 15 and under boys who are going to Louisiana to play in the World Series. Do you want to buy a cake? Hello.
Yeah, this is Jack Waller.
Jack Waller, Mayor, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good.
What did he say?
Yeah, Jack, he said turn your...
Yeah.
Butternut cake.
A butternut cake.
Did y'all hear it? And more important, you said $100?
Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on
Janie Waller's butternut cake. That one right there.
right here.
We got that cake, yeah. All right, we got you. We got you,
Hold on
Jack.
a second. Mayor, you watching?
Yeah.
All right, here's the cake. You better not drop that, son. It's the biggest area you made in a long time. Is this the cake right here?
That is the cake, Mike. Yes, sir.
All right, hey, we appreciate so much your contribution of $100. That's a good way to get started. Guys, we say hoorah!
Hoorah!
One more time, we say hoorah!
Hoorah!
All right, here
Thank
we go.
you, Jack.
All right, we're putting it away, Jack. And save me a piece. Appreciate you calling. And okay, there we go. All right, we're off and going, and we're going to talk a second about these players. And again, guys, make sure that you're on, because we're going to interview every one of you in just a second. You're off and running. Tell us how you got here.
Well, we started off participating in the state tournament a few weeks back in Eufaula, and we didn't win, but we came in runner-up, and so we qualified for the World Series. And we're just looking at it as a golden opportunity for these guys to continue to get better at baseball and to play some good competition in Louisiana. So, we're going to represent the state of Alabama, along with, I think, Enterprise will be there as well.
Oh, gosh. Hey, Enterprise. Did we beat Enterprise, or did they beat us?
They beat us.
No, wait a minute. Don't you
But
tell me
we're going to get a second chance at a Mike,
Let me tell you this.
Sometimes you just have to wait for good things to come around.
Yeah,
so we're looking forward to a second chance against
And, of course,
them.
you beat a Talbot.
Right, Billy Powell and
the
Karen
head guy over in Enterprise married Rip Talbot's daughter. Is
Right,
that right?
Karen, that's right. Yes,
And
sir.
you grew up with these guys, didn't you?
Right, I actually used to play softball with Karen's husband, Billy, here in Troy, and he was a student. So
Yeah, exactly right.
Small world.
No question about it. But, and of course, they'll be there too then. Is that right?
Yes, sir. They will.
They're watching today, and I don't know if they're raising money like we are. We're going to raise, we're going to start the bid at $25 a piece. We already got a $100 bid. My personal goal is $2,000. I hope we can raise at least $2,000.
That would be a very good
If you're watching on TV, call that number down on my on the bottom of your screen. Today in LA, 670-0052. All right, let's get to know some of these guys right here. You come right in here, and then you'll come out. Here we go.
You want this mic? Or?
No, you just get it. You just hold it. Put that back on.
Okay.
Come right here. Yeah. Tell me your name.
Phoenix.
First of all, kick your hat back a little bit. All right, go ahead.
Phoenix.
Griffin.
What? Wait a minute.
Phoenix.
You don't have a last name?
Griffin.
Phoenix Griffin. Phoenix?
And then
I love that name, Phoenix. Tell us about it, Coach.
Yeah, Phoenix is one of our middle infielders and pitchers. He's one of our 3 14-year-olds.
In order, cake.
And he's a good all-around ball player. Looking for some good things from him as we go to Louisiana.
Well, what school do you represent?
Harrison.
Ayrton, all right.
Yeah, we have a very good
Purple Cat.
cross section of players from Pike County and the surrounding
Okay, all right,
area.
Move in and out. Come on in here, guys. Kick your ass back. There you go. Now your mama's gonna like you. All right, go ahead.
Jaden Jordan.
All right, tell us who your parents are,
Morgan and James Jordan.
and what position do you play,
Shortstop.
and what school do you represent?
Pike Live.
Pike Live. All right, tell us about him, Coach.
Yeah, again, Jaden's another middle infielder pitcher. He's got a strong arm and hits the ball with a lot of power. He's got a lot of potential. We're trying to make sure to
You played on
maximize
that
that.
state championship team.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, and of course, so you played a lot of baseball already.
Oh yeah, he's learned a lot from Coach Ponder and the other coaches at Pike. So it's
All
like,
right, step right in. Go on in here, guys. Kick that hat back. Handsome guy like you. Your name?
Landon Tyler.
And tell us what position you play.
Play right field.
Now, how old are you, Landon?
15 now.
15. And Coach, tell us a little bit
yeah,
about you.
Landon is actually classified as one of our 14-year-olds, but some of them have turned 15 by now.
Yeah.
So he's an outfielder and a pitcher. And this is the first year I've been able to coach Landon. I've enjoyed getting to know him, and I tell you, he's got a nasty split finger fastball,
Really?
and you don't see many of those, Mike. So
right.
I would have been really impressed
like
with
a
that.
sinker
So
ball, is it
yeah,
like a sinker?
it drops, like a sinker, but it's a split finger fastball, a fork ball. But that's a rare pitch these days.
Is that pitch going to take you a long way in your baseball career?
Oh,
Who taught you how to throw it?
one of my baseball coach.
Which one?
Jonathan Valdez.
Well, Jonathan Valdez
Yeah,
taught you how to throw a split finger.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
impressive.
Grab, show me how you hold it.
Oh, well, yeah.
All right, all right, you're able to get the ball in between there?
Yeah, I am.
Is it an off-speed pitch?
Yes, sir.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, who are your parents?
Santa Tyler and Todd Tyler.
Okay, next person in. Come on in here. This looks like a hinter to me.
It is. It
All right,
is.
go ahead.
My name is Brady Hunter.
You're the bat boy, aren't you, Brady?
He does carry gear from time to time, so he helps load the truck. Unload,
That's your
so.
pretty sister there, man. What happened to you boys? I tell you, thank you. I know she's so proud she looks like her mama goes. All right, go ahead. All right, what position?
Pitcher and second base.
Yeah, all right, and then tell us about him, Coach.
Yeah, Brady obviously plays a lot of positions: pitcher, short, second base. He's one of our few left-handed batters. I think we have 3 on the squad, and he's a kid that you can bring in to pitch in most any situation.
Right-handed pitcher.
He's a right-handed pitcher, and he's a lot like a little old Herb that you used to know for a long time ago.
You do it all. Is that right?
He's got an all-around good ball player.
Okay, Herb, his granddad is still playing organized softball.
No, he's quit about 3 years. It ain't been too long.
Okay.
But after 2 rotator cuff surgery, he had to give it up.
Okay, next, and tell them who you are.
Oh, Ben Reeves.
Ben Reeves. Ben Reeves.
Jason
Tell them who your daddy is.
Jason Reeves.
Jason Reeves, the mayor. And hey, call in, Mayor, this morning. I know you're watching. And of course, he's been supportive of all of our programs. It starts at the top, doesn't it?
It does. And Jason's been very, steadfast in supporting the city of Troy and the Troy Recreation Department. It comes on down to Dan Smith and David Dickey. And
Well, how many pounds have you lost?
More like gained.
You gained more pounds?
yeah, these boys are getting big and big. I'm kind of worried about our van next week about it being overcrowded with these guys.
You're going to be able to fit in that.
We're going to try to fit all 12 of them in a 15-passenger van, but it's going to be not much leg room.
We got you playing first base?
Third base.
Third base?
Yeah, Ben holds down the hot corner for us. He does a good job at third base. He's, if you remember Will Reeves, Ben reminds me a lot of, not Will Reeves, Will Green, years ago. He played third at Charles Henderson, and Ben reminds me a lot of him. He's got good hands.
So Will is your brother. Now, you're going to be as big as he is that right? He weighed about 3. How many you weigh?
I'm not going to answer that.
You're not? Why? You know.
Like 190.
Well, that's good. You're pretty big boy. And is Miss Betsy watching this morning?
I doubt it.
She's one of my favorite people. She can watch again at noon today or 1:30 today.
She
so it'll be
probably
fun. And what grade are you in?
I'm going into the 11th.
Okay, and okay,
Yeah,
good.
most all these guys will be going into either their sophomore year or their junior year.
Well, that's great. Okay, you go to what school?
Charles Henderson.
Okay, come on in next.
Next, all right, if you talk, move over. So,
Charles.
We're waiting for that phone to ring now. We're going to stop at any time for that phone to ring. We might be moving in too quick. Your name, please?
Oh, my name is Adrian Caldwell.
Okay, and tell us who your parents are.
Adrian Caldwell, Sabrina Caldwell.
And I coached Adrian a long time ago. He ever tell you about running about 80 yards for a touchdown and his pants started falling off? This is Pee-wee, but he scored, thank goodness. And then what I did, I brought him over to the sideline and I just taped those pants off. Your dad was quite an athlete. How good an athlete is this guy?
Adrian's very good as well. He's obviously a big, strong kid. He pitches for us, bats left-handed, and he's got a lot of power. Got a really nice change, though. It's just surprising the pitches some of these kids, perfect. But he's got a really nice change up to go along, complement his fastball.
I don't know how much you parents and you players realize that your coach pitched for. Did you pitch for Chase Riddle? Or
I did for Chase, yes, sir.
And of course, an outstanding pitcher knows how to pitch. And that means a lot in a tournament, to be able to work with somebody.
Oh, yeah, you need a lot of arms because we're looking to play 5 or 6 games in 4 days. So, so we've worked a lot of these kids at pitcher, and they got a lot of experience. So I think that's one of our.
What school do you represent?
Charles Henderson.
Charles Henderson. All right, move on, please. All right, young man, tell them who you are.
No, Presswood.
And one of those Presswood boys, and of course, your dad's one of the coaches, is that right?
Right, Josh is coaching the 13-year-old. He's coaching the 13-year-old Dixie
All right,
boys.
tell us what. Okay. Are they still playing?
They actually start today or tomorrow, Noah? Tomorrow. They start tomorrow. They're playing down
You
in
got a
Dover.
brother playing in that league too, then, don't you?
So twin brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
So you split them up. One of them playing with one team.
No. They're both. It's 13-year-old twins, Braden and Bradley Presswood, and Josh is a coach, and they're playing the Junior Dixie Boys State Tournament that starts tomorrow in Dover.
These guys playing in?
No. This is the
another
15.
league.
Yeah, we're
I got you. All right, what position?
Second pitcher,
All right, now who are your parents?
Freddie and Josh Presswood.
All right, move right on. Next one. That's been in here yet. He's a big home run hitter. He got to be a big home run hitter. Coach, I want to check his birth certificate. Hold that head back. Tell me who you are.
Scholar Kid.
Who?
Scholar Kid.
Got Skylar Kidd, one of the great names in rec baseball. Is that right? But can you pitch and can you hit?
Yes, he can.
And tell us who your parents are.
Brandy and Stanley Kid.
And what school do you represent? I live and tell us about him, Coach.
Yeah, Stanley's a kid I've coached for. Skylar is a kid that I've coached a lot of years, and he's hit a lot of home runs for Troy and for his teams he's played on. And he pitches and catches, plays the outfield, third base, very versatile player. But he's a good kid. He's willing to play whatever position you put him at.
That's great. You ready to go? All right, here we go. Come on in here, man. Oh, here comes the guru, Coach. Your name?
Kobe Cantlow.
And who are your parents?
Stacy Cantlow and Kendrick Cantlow.
And what position do you play?
Left field.
And how old are you?
14.
You're 14, and what school do you represent?
Charles Henderson.
Oh boy, a big one coming up at Charles Henderson. Coach.
Yeah. Kobe is he's our last of our 14-year-olds, and I coached Kobe when he was 9 years old. So it's been several years since I had the opportunity to be his head coach again. So I'm glad he's on the team. He's got a bright future, and I know the coaches are looking at Charles Henderson are looking for good things for him in the future.
Is he a pitcher, Coach? He looks like a pitcher.
No, I think we pretty much
First base?
outfield, first base. That's right.
Can he take it downtown?
I think he can. It's still waiting to see it happen.
Can he run? Can he steal bases?
He's a good base runner. That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
next one. Is this everybody?
One more behind you.
Oh, okay, come on in here. Your name?
Nate Brewstead.
Praise Dad. Let's go catch your dad. He works for Troy.
Yeah, he's working somewhere, isn't he?
I tell you, I remember when your dad played at Troy. Tell us who your parents are.
Rick and Kim Brewstead.
And of course, he's played on a lot of good teams, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, Nate sure has. Nate, I think, won a state championship with Ozone. Is that right? With David Nelson's team when they were 12, and then he won a state championship as a 13-year-old. The team I coached a lot of these same guys as 13-year-olds. So Nate's a center fielder, pitcher.
Yeah.
He, believe it or not, he likes to play leadoff batter. He's kind of a big kid for a leadoff batter, but he puts the ball in play and he's got great speed.
What school do you represent?
Zion Chapel.
Zion Chapel, the Flying Squadron. Did we get you? Did you come up here? Is that everybody?
I think so, Mike.
One more.
Yeah.
Come in here. You
Right, you win, dude.
Tell them your name.
Case Sharico,
It's Rico. And of course, what position?
first base.
And who are your parents?
Mike and Jackie Sharico.
Okay, tell us about him, Coach.
Yeah, Case is another kid I've coached a lot of years, and he's got a consistent at bat, a consistent hitter at bat. He puts the ball in play a lot, plays a good first base. He's got good hand-eye coordination for the pitch, low throws or whatever, and he's just an asset to the team.
What school do you represent?
Pipeline.
Okay, so we got
So we got a good cross section. I think we have 5 from Charles Henderson.
Wait a minute. He's been sitting here.
Oh, did we miss you? Okay.
Hold your head back. Tell him your name
Jeff Ward,
and what position.
catcher.
And Coach, tell us who your parents first.
Amy and Jeffrey Ward.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeff is our primary catcher. He can play outfield as well, but he does a really good job behind the plate, works hard back there, and got a good pop time and a strong arm and just a good all-around quality catcher.
Of course, hey, his sisters were all good. How about him? But his sisters were all.
Yeah, they were good softball
That's my
players.
favorite little redhead that just graduated. Is she on you a lot?
Yes, sir.
Try to make you the best coach.
She comes to some of our practices. I think she's keeping a close eye on
One of
her.
the better golfers in this part of the country. And, did you play golf too?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, sir.
Well, your dad was a heck of a golfer.
What I was saying, we have a good cross section. There's, we have 5 from Charles Henderson, 3 from Pike Lib, 1 from Zion Chapel, 2 from Ayrton, and 1 from Goshen.
Yeah.
So,
Now, how many of you guys play football? Some of you play football, don't you? Raise your hand if you do.
2 behind you over there.
So a lot of these guys are still working out.
Yeah, well, even with their
Working out
baseball.
at Goshen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they all have summer workouts. Even, baseball, basketball, football, they have workouts, weights every, 3 to 4 days a week. So we've been balancing that. And, I got to put a request into their baseball coaches to give us a break next week.
That's
as
right.
they won't be able to go on to workout.
That's right,
So.
exactly right. We'll get on your coach. I promise you. Okay, we've introduced them to you. Now let's sell some cakes. We've already got $100 bid in and already had 1 cake taken off. Guys, what we say? We are Troy. All right, let's sell some cakes.
Hey, y'all
right
call
now.
670-0052.
670-0052. Call right now. Let's sell some cakes. Let's let that phone start ringing right now. All right, guys, head back down there and get on the phone and get some things done for us. We'll bring some of y'all up. Chris, all right, here we go. That's what we want to hear. Hoorah, hoorah. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike Amis, Wes Allen.
Wes Allen calling in this morning. And Wes, I'm sure you probably watched this team play a little bit, haven't you?
Well, I tell you what, they're good ball players, and I know they're going to represent Troy very well in Louisiana, and know about all of them on that team, so I'm very proud of them and looking forward to what they're going to be able to do in Louisiana.
Now, your son, is he playing any this summer?
No.
Yeah, we've already played. We're done with summer ball, and we're kind of making a switch to get ready for football now. So
Exactly
it's been a good
right.
long summer and good long baseball season too.
All right,
No,
now,
bring that cake.
Wes, we got some wonderful cakes. This one sitting in front of me is a beautiful cake. We just got super cakes, and what would you like to bid on?
I tell you, I'm not watching the TV, but Do y'all have a coconut cake?
We
Oh,
sure
you have
do.
coconut
We
cake?
sure do, Wes. I got one right here, baked by Miss Lila Medley. It's a coconut cake. I think it's something you'd like.
Okay, what would your bid like to be?
I've had her cakes before, and I know that they're always good. So, what about $150?
Whoa! Whoa! Hurrah! Hurrah! Over $150. Thank you, Wes.
Thank you
Allen.
very much, Wes. We very appreciate it.
Of course, we appreciate you very much, Wes, and thank you for that wonderful donation of $150.
We'll go ahead and set that one aside. It's
Oh,
sold.
go ahead, yeah.
That one's sold.
And we put the other one aside too at $100.
Right. Right. Yes, sir.
Okay, Wes. Things going good, man. You ready to go?
Well, hey, it's a good morning, and looking forward to it, and just wanted to wish your team the very best of luck, and I know they'll do great things.
State Representative Wes Allen, is that right?
Yes,
That's right. Thank you very much, Wes.
Thank you,
We
buddy.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Y'all be
it.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, it's amazing, Chris, and you work with all these kids. The quality of baseball, not only at Charles Henderson, not only at Pike Liberal, but also at Goshen and Brundage and Arrington.
Right, right. I think it really speaks for the strength of the recreation program here in Troy, because so many of these guys grew up playing in Troy recreation teams, and they, Dan and David do a good job selecting coaches and following, staying involved with the program to make sure the kids are learning. So it's,
the kid, of course, we know some of those kids at Arrington. But one of them really had an unreal summer playing American Legion ball. Is the kid that was such a good football player down there too, for Arrington. Yeah, I want to say he signed with Sanford, but I'm not. Peavy.
Okay.
Did you ever see him
I don't
play?
know the young man.
Boy, what an athlete! And I'm not sure exactly who he signed with in football, but was an outstanding. So the American Legion, is it still?
Yes, the American Legion still has some teams here in Troy. I know they have a 19U team, and
Are they still playing?
They are. The Hickson Rush.
Yeah, that's right,
Ross
yeah.
Hickson coached that team. And,
Yeah.
I know they've got tournaments scheduled all through the summer. I think they were in Tennessee last weekend, maybe, or
Exactly, yeah.
Right. So they have a strong program.
No question about it. And of course, baseball in this part of the country is serious business. I'll tell you that. And
several of our players on this team have younger brothers that are playing, in tournaments. We talked about the Presswood twins
exactly.
playing. Landon's younger brother, Miles Tyler, is also on that 13-year-old team, and then Nate Braystead's younger brother, Wes, is playing on the Troy Ozone team.
Now, did you play in Troy with his daddy?
I did not. I think I'm a little bit older than Rick.
I got you.
So a few years ahead of him.
I'm forgetting how old you are. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, call in right now. We got chocolate cakes, got strawberry cakes, we got, we've got coconut, we've got butter pecan, we've got
cheesecake bars,
Cheesecake
we
bars.
got 7-Up cake,
And,
caramel cake.
and of course we got any brownies out there.
We have a Texas sheet cake, I guess would be the closest thing.
Does it have nuts in it?
No, I don't know.
I like the brownies with with the pecans in it.
Right.
We're keeping a running score right now. We've already raised $250. Our goal is $2,000. So call in right now. And of course, what now?
They were actually to 350. We had two that were pre-sold. So.
All right, good. 350 then.
Okay. She said we're up to 450 now.
450, wonderful. So keep a running score. That'd be nice. Of course, she's a wonderful cheerleader on Charles Henderson's cheerleader group. And how many kids did you have?
I have 3 children. So Brock just graduated from Charles Henderson. Hannah will be a senior this year.
Yeah.
She's working our board, and then Brady's the youngest. He'll be a sophomore.
It's very, very important to be a good athlete. It's great to be a good athlete, but the most important thing out there is be smart, and your kids have been smart. and they've won a lot of academic awards too. Is that right?
You know, we stress to do good in the classroom as well on the field, and it kind of builds on each other. I mean, there's a lot of studying and repetition involved with both athletics and academics.
Well, I'm not. I hope I don't embarrass you when I do this. Now we're waiting for that phone to ring. The phone overwhelms everything. If I'm in the middle of a conversation, we're going to the phones on this. But it's sort of like This Is Your Life, Chris Henner. I can go back with your granddaddy, Mr. Stanley Henner, who owned a very popular restaurant in downtown Troy. What was the name of that restaurant?
The Riverside Cafe.
The Riverside Cafe for years and years. And your daddy came to Troy to play baseball with the
My grandfather.
Your grandfather,
Right.
Stanley Henner, came in and he played for the old Alabama-Florida League Troy team.
Right, that's correct.
And while he was here, there was another restaurant owner down there. I think I'm right when I say this. And he had a beautiful daughter, and I'm talking about a beautiful daughter with your great grandmother,
Mary, right?
Mary Henner,
Child,
and talented, and she was Childs, and then she married a Henner. That's where it all started.
That's right.
Troy.
That's right.
And of course, your granddaddy Stanley was a great athlete. Is that right?
Right. He was a semi-pro
Yeah, sure.
baseball player, and like
Played
you
with
said, came
Virgil
to Troy.
Trucks, and
That's
back
right.
then they had the Alabama-Florida League went all over. You can look that up on the.
Right.
Have you ever looked it up on the
I have
computer?
not, no.
You can see a lot of names that are very familiar to you, but of course he was a fine player, and then he had a son named Herbie.
Right, my
who was
father,
your daddy?
yes,
who was
sir.
an outstanding athlete. He played baseball and played sports here in Troy and played on some great tournament teams and high school teams. Then he went to Marion Institute. You're talking about your daddy, and I think he led it in 5 sports.
Yeah, I think it was 4, but
Well,
yeah.
I know he led it in baseball, football, basketball, and track. But
right.
didn't he play golf or something like that?
Well, I think he just played golf as a hobby, I
He's
think.
playing golf a lot now.
Yeah, he plays a lot of golf now, right? You can find him at the Troy Country Club.
What an athlete he was. You know, he was the first real kicker Charles Simpson ever had. You know, he could kick. He could kick field goals and
Punt,
could
that's
punt.
right.
And a lot of your kids became kickers.
Right, yeah, Brock, he just graduated. He was a punter at Charles Emerson.
Yeah, no question about it. But then Stanley had another son, and his name was Stanley. Your uncle, Stanley, who's a well-known accountant in Birmingham.
Birmingham, that's right.
Done very well. But I grew up with him. I played on the same baseball team was, even though he was 2 or 3 years older than me. But a baseball team that your Uncle Stanley played on had a guy named Rip Talbot, Big Rip Talbot,
Right.
whose daughter married the Enterprise.
Right,
Yeah, that's right. And he was a outstanding Little League ball player, but he played with Jimmy Norman, who was a great player. He played with Richard Williford, Joel Amos, my brother. I played right field. I was just a little 10-year-old, played right field. But Stanley later on would be a very good high school football player at Charles Henderson, and held a state record at one time in the shot put. Okay. He could have played college football if he'd wanted to, but he went on to Auburn and he was smart.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the rest of you guys. Now, I don't think he was an engineer. Most of you guys have been engineers, haven't you?
Right. Herb and my 2 brothers were all civil engineers. So.
And then, of course, those guys grow up, and then Herbie's, how many boys were there?
Well, Stanley, he has 4 boys.
Stanley had 4 boys in
right.
Birmingham. Is that
That's right.
Were they good athletes?
They were good in high school athletics, baseball, football players. I think one played basketball, so it's just a variety. In the Birmingham area school.
Of course, Stanley was an accountant, owner of an accounting firm and so forth, so very successful. And then Herbie, your granddad went on and got an engineering degree from Auburn, and of course had all you boys.
That's right. And the rest is history.
Rest is history, and all you boys have become engineers. And let me ask you this: in that Henner family, and of course it's one of the more well-known athletic families in Troy. You know, there's been some others, but the Henders are one of the great ones. But emphasis was as much on education as it was in sports. Isn't that right? All you
yes,
guys
sir.
play
Yeah,
sports.
that's right. And you know, my mother was a school teacher at the middle school
that's
here
right.
for 25
Yeah.
years. My wife Tracy's a school teacher
That's
now
right.
over at Troy Elementary. So yeah, you know, and these.
Public school has meant a lot to
It
my
has.
family.
It has. So it's, you know, like I said a few minutes ago, there's a lot of correlation between doing well in the classroom and doing well on the athletic field, because there's a lot of preparation, a lot of studying,
Right.
you know, a lot of time outside the field, you know, whether it's studying film for football or.
And
No.
let me tell you this, in the long run, being smart overwhelms all of it. Because it goes further than anywhere else.
And you know, these guys on this team, Mike, they're very smart ball players. They got a lot of experience. You know, they're just a lot of baseball knowledge, and you can't teach that. You kind of learn that as you go. You
No
know,
question about it. We've got to have those phones to start ringing. And let's see now, we got pound cakes here. We got
caramel
what is that
cake,
over there?
butternut cake.
Do we have a one of my favorite cakes is a oh boy, now
We got a 7-layer chocolate, a
that's
strawberry
right, yeah.
cake. We have a key lime cake.
Yeah.
An apple spice cake.
here's a sour cream pound cake.
There's even a chocolate pie.
Yeah,
Lemon meringue pie.
lemon ring.
Applesauce cake. Red velvet cake. I'm reading down the list
Well,
over
we
there.
also got a let's see. Do we have an Italian cream? Do we have an Italian cream?
I don't think we have Italian cream.
But there they are right there. And of course, we've got bids on several of them already. And we need for you to call in right now and let's raise some money for this program. Who made this wonderful strawberry cake?
I
Beautiful
think
cake.
Franny Presswood brought it, but I'm not sure if Franny
All right.
made it or somebody else.
All right,
Noah
guys,
may have
get on
made
the
it.
phone and get up with the people that's going to order these cakes. Now, let's go. Of course, we want to congratulate the 6 and under.
The 6 and under were
won
state
the state.
champions. That's
And
right.
the 8 and under. won
And the
state.
8 and under. So far, Troy's 2 for 2 in state tournaments. So
It was really unreal. We sent 14 teams. Troy did to the playoffs or the tournament, the brackets. And heck, as of yesterday, I think most of them were still going.
I think that's right. I think probably 10 or more are still
Yeah.
playing. And so it's, you know, it's baseball and softball. Troy is always represented
Well,
well.
let me tell you something. I think you had a lot to do with it. It was so important to me to see 15 and under come back. You remember, we've always had the pre-majors, the
Right,
9
the
and
dec-
10-year-old, and then the
Ozone, 11, 12.
11 and 12, and they start their tournament today.
Right here in
And
Troy.
it's one of the biggest tournaments ever held here in Troy, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And then then after we reached the 11 and 12, we had the 13 and 14 Dixie boys.
That's right.
But then after we lost the pre-majors, or what we used to call the pre-majors, 15 and under. Is that right? For a little
Well,
while?
when I came through, we had Dixie pre-majors, which was
Yeah.
15 through 18-year-olds, so basically the high school age.
Yeah.
And then the pre-majors were the 15 and 16-year-old division of that. So, which that's what you're referring to, and we lost that league for several years.
right.
It's just
And we weren't providing a good outlet for that age group, but now we are.
right. So now there's opportunity for kids that are 15 years old that play one more year in the Dixie Boys. Now there's some transition. We had to move the mound back
got you. Yeah.
6 feet. We had to, the bases had to be moved back to 90 feet. So for a 13-year-old kid, it's a very big jump from the Ozone League to Dixie Boys now because you're going. But at the same time, they're faced with that if they're playing for their school JV teams or
Now
whatever.
the 13 and 14-year-old still plays on Franklin, don't they?
Right, and the 15, we all play together.
That's
so
that's a good field.
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything,
they're
isn't
at
it?
Franklin. All 3 age groups played together during
Do a
the
lot of
regular
home
season.
runs go out of there?
There's not as many as
Is
you
it
think.
300 feet? How far?
Well, it's a little under 300. It's a little under 300 feet, but we're starting to have to use a high school bat, which is called a drop 3 bat. So, there's not as many home runs.
The
as you would
great thing
think.
about all this, if you do want to go to a majors program, you could very easily next year, couldn't you? I mean,
Right.
have
If
a,
you have
16,
enough numbers,
you could have a
that's right.
16
You
and,
could, as long as there's enough numbers of that age, field a team. So,
Exactly. Of course, we're waiting for you to call in. I know we've done a lot of talking here this morning, and we've already raised some money, but we got to raise a lot of money to help with the cost here. Y'all will be going over and spending, you hope, how many, 4 or 5 nights?
we're hoping to stay 4 nights. The tournament runs Thursday through Sunday, which we'll be traveling.
Here we go. Well, we want to hear. Good morning, you on Today in L.A. How you doing? We're selling cakes this morning. Hello? Is this Will? Okay, we lost that one, I believe, and hopefully we'll get them back.
Call back,
in a
please.
moment. Of course, we need to sell some cakes and pies this morning right here on our show. So, hey, get on the phones, guys, and call your people. They've got to call. They got to start calling in. And
But what I was saying, we're leaving on Wednesday. The tournament starts on Thursday.
Yeah.
And so there'll be 2 days of pool play, Thursday and Friday, and then the bracket will actually start Saturday, and it runs Saturday and Sunday. So it's kind of a condensed tournament, which is fine,
There we go. Good morning, y'all. Today in L.A., we're selling cakes this morning. Hello.
That's good, because I want to buy one.
Well, good. We got some great selections. We got chocolate, we got coconut, we got pound cakes, we got them all.
Well, I think I heard you mention a caramel cake while ago.
Yeah,
We
there's
sure do.
caramel
It's
right
right
down
here
there.
in front of me. I guess it's like a 7-layer caramel cake right here in front of me.
And of course, we got a lot of different cakes.
Well, let's see. I think I want that caramel one.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, we will. First of all, who is this, please?
This is Susan Renfro.
Okay.
Susan, how you doing? All right, what is your bid, please?
What is that?
What is your bid on this cake?
$50.
$50. All right, great bid.
All right, thank you, Miss Susan.
And now, this caramel cake, 7-layer.
Hey, Landon.
Miss Renfro.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, we'll set it aside for you, Miss Susan. We appreciate
We'll
it.
let her have
Thank
it
you.
at $50. Is that right? All right, we'll let you have it at $50.
All right, sounds good to me.
Thank you.
Good luck to y'all.
All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, move it over there with the final deal. You guys have to be moving around a little bit, guys.
Yeah, y'all wake up over there.
We're fixing to really start selling cakes and pies right here on our show. And are those all been sold right there? Coffee,
Yes.
coffee when you get a chance. There's some hot coffee behind you.
Yeah, I
need
think
some.
Miss Susan Renfro had already bought some banana
Oh, really?
pudding.
Isn't that
It
great?
never made it here, but she bought it ahead of time. We do appreciate that.
You never made it here.
Yeah,
Somebody got it.
that's what I was told. It didn't make it here. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're raising money to help support this team. But back to the tournament, how many states will be involved?
well, I think it covers 11 states, but it's a little bit different than the younger age. It's more of an invitational tournament, so some states may not send anyone, and some states may send 2. But they limit it to 20 teams, so it won't be more than 20 teams. And last year it turned out to be 20 teams.
So it's going to be a solid tournament, isn't it?
Right, yeah, it should be some quality teams there. Like I said earlier, this is a great opportunity for these guys to place, some good teams.
Yeah, no question
and
about
to
it.
showcase their skills. Like I said,
Appreciate our sponsors this morning. How about Lawrence Hardware on South Brunny Street? JB and all the great folks at Lawrence Hardware. I went through Lawrence Hardware. Have you been through Lawrence Hardware lately?
I have, sure have.
Boy, and seen all of the things it has here. And next week I'm going to be showing some items that you can get at Lawrence Hardware and can't get anywhere else. And we're so proud of JB and all the great folks at Lawrence Hardware on South Brundy Street right in Troy.
Right.
You got some news over there?
I don't think so.
Okay, we're
Who? Which cake? Is it
okay,
up here?
good.
Okay,
right,
we sold a chocolate pound cake to Ann and Herb Huner. How about that?
Ann and Herb Huner, okay. And right before your daddy steps out to go play golf this morning.
That may be where he's headed. You don't ever know. It's being a
Of course,
good
one of our
bet.
good
So
friends. And of course,
maybe
what
some of his golfing buddies
was
will
that
call
bid?
and make
What
a
was that
cake.
bid? How much?
$100.
$100 bid. Whoa! How about a hoorah? How about a hoorah? Herbie Henner get $100 on a what kind of cake? Let's go ahead and take it off the board.
It's a chocolate pound cake.
Chocolate pound cake.
Yes,
so we're moving right
But
along.
we still have some other chocolate pound cakes available.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And we've had so much success that I think this is about the fifth cake auction we've had, and I'm not going to compare them with each other, but we've got quality cakes and the
it's a great variety of cakes too.
and what we're doing it for to help raise money for these different teams, it means a lot. Like we just got through talking about, 14 teams went into the tournament brackets this summer, and already 12 teams are still in there. 2 teams have won state championships: the 6 and under, and the 8 and under.
Right, the 6 and under won here in Troy, and the 8 and under were playing up in Decatur.
Yeah,
and that's where they won.
And ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest tournaments that we've had here in years is the Ozone tournament that starts here today. The celebration starts at 1 o'clock out here at the Sportsplex, and then we'll start playing at 3 o'clock.
Right.
We'll have games at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock.
That's correct. And
Troy
plays at 7. That's right.
And ladies and gentlemen, there's 16 teams. Now, you've been around a long time. There's been a lot of big tournaments here in town over the years, especially with our facilities. And Dan Smith does a fabulous
wonderful job.
And let me tell you this: normally you don't get a tournament to come to your town if you don't have the sufficient number of hotel and motel rooms. Well, we don't actually have the amount of hotel rooms that we need, but because of a guy like Dan Smith that knows how to run a tournament, we're still getting the tournaments. But Troy desperately needs a couple of more hotels to be able to handle not only sporting events, but other types of events throughout the year. Let's go to our phones. Oh, that was wrong there. I hit the wrong button.
Y'all call back. We cut you off.
It was gone.
But yeah, Troy, I hear rumor there may be another hotel or two coming,
I hope so.
But a lot of that comes from the success of Troy University and having adequate hotel rooms for fans that come in on game days.
Exactly.
So it kind of
and
builds.
of course, I was wondering if they were going to use some of the dorms, and I reckon they could have. But right now, we've got a couple of teams staying out of town.
Yeah, I think we partner with Enterprise and Ozark to provide, some hotels.
And during football season, these other towns reap benefits too, because a lot of the people are staying in Greenville, staying in Ozark, staying in Montgomery, and they're reaping the benefits we should get all of it. I want all of it. And of course, we were talking, and of course, you being an engineer, you see these things sometimes. What does a tournament like this? 16 teams, and ladies and gentlemen, the 16 teams, we got them from Decatur. I think a couple of teams, we got Mobile. We got Tuscaloosa,
Oxford.
We've got Oxford.
Yeah.
We've got Dothan.
All corners of the state.
We've got Auburn, 2 from Auburn.
Okay.
We've got another one from Enterprise.
Right.
We've got 16 teams here from big, nice towns from all over the state of Alabama. And
all their families
and all their families, exactly. And they're going to they're going to have 15 players, and then they're going to have 5 coaches and their wives. That's 10 more for each team. And then their mamas and their daddies and their brothers and their sisters and their...
Oh, it's a great economic boost for the community. We just benefited from that last week with the 6 and under state tournament. How the same thing.
With that big crowd out there.
Oh, I caught all the Troy games. It was always crowded.
Isn't that amazing? So, and then this weekend, though, starting at 1 o'clock with the opening ceremonies, which will be very nice, will introduce all the 16 teams. So all of them will be here by 1 o'clock. Those 16
right. I think
teams.
a lot of them. I think they started checking in yesterday, actually.
And so again, we're looking at least 5,000 people probably out at the ballpark this weekend, and it's just a testament to Dan Smith and his staff and the facilities that we have in Troy.
Right. Yeah, the facilities are second to none. They maintain them, and the city leaders do a great job providing whatever's needed for the rec department, and it's building a good community, and just creating memories for these young people, boys and girls. The
Now,
softball
the
program
big
is
thing
just
for
as
you,
strong.
the big thing for you, people want to say, gosh, Troy built all those recreation facilities and those indoor pools and the indoor tracks and those indoor basketball facilities, the Troy recreation deal, all those weight equipment and all these things. Boy, that is wonderful for this community. But when you have these ball games that have 5,000 people there, it's going to hit your pocketbook in a big, good way. How much would you think about a tournament with 16 teams from all over the state that'll be here 3 or 4 days? What does that do to the economy?
I guess I would think probably a couple $100,000.
We're talking about
add
studies
to the
have been
economy.
made.
And
I know the studies have been made that over $500,000 will go in and
That's
around.
probably right. I wouldn't doubt
and
it.
it will go around 6 or 7 times.
Right, it's been multiple
So
times.
what I'm saying, it is wonderful for our economy to have.
Oh, yes, sir. You're very right, Mike. That's right.
And to have people that really understand what's going on. And of course, those games, a lot of them, if we get the rain that we're expected to get, they've got a rain crew next to the major leagues out there.
Oh, yeah.
They get their rain crew have you back playing.
That's right. They have a very dedicated grounds crew.
Yeah.
They got some young guys working out this year that just graduated high school, and they're doing a great job helping out in the way
Exactly right.
they can.
And another thing, you can vouch for this. The hamburger's the best in town next to Bird
They're
Drugs.
hard to beat. They're hard
Next
to
to
beat.
Bird Drugs are the best in town. Okay, we got to sell some cakes. You got to call in right now and sell some cakes.
Okay. All right, we got a pretty substantial donation. We have Mr. Robert Jacobs.
Oh man,
Golden Boy Foods.
that's exactly right, Robert. Thank you.
He has made. Well, he's purchased 2 cakes, 1 strawberry and 1 chocolate
All right,
pound
here's
cake.
the strawberry.
For $500.
Whoa! Did you hear that, guys? A guy just gave y'all $500.
Y'all need to come up here and wave or clap or something.
Hey, hoorah! Hoorah! And let me tell you this, ever since he's set foot in Troy, Alabama, Robert Jacobs has done so much for our community. Golden Boy peanut butter is getting to be known around the world now.
They are.
And Robert Jacobs just gives us $500. All right, let's go ahead and take away the
Hey guys, 2
strawberry
of y'all
cake.
come up here and move these cakes. 2 of y'all.
You got to move these cakes.
Get this strawberry cake.
And this strawberry cake, and where's the chocolate pound cake?
Somebody,
Where's the chocolate
I
pound
think
cake,
the
y'all?
chocolate pound cake is one of the boxes.
All right, get that right there. And don't drop it. All right, now, this could be your uniform. These are...
Yeah, they actually have our jerseys on them. You know, our state tournament we played in a couple of weeks ago, we only had a week to get ready.
Yeah.
We finished the regular season, we picked the tournament team, and we played the following week. So it's for this age group, it's a really quick turnaround. So I think the uniforms turned out nice, but we had to get something we could get quick.
Let me tell you something about Golden Boy. Not only is Robert Jacobs, who moved in here from Georgia. The only bad thing about Robert is he's a Georgia fan.
Oh, is it? Well, we won't hold that against him.
No, but he's done such a wonderful job, and he's been so involved in our programs here in Troy. And let me tell you, his products are wonderful. They're creamy peanut butter, and then they're crunchy peanut butter.
Right.
My brother-in-law lives in Birmingham, and he loves peanut butter. He just loves peanut butter. He said, "When are you gonna bring me another case of that Golden Boy peanut butter?" All right, what is this, guys?
We're just replacing some of these
Okay,
up here.
good,
Bring them
good,
up here on the counter.
Yeah, put them up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving right along. Let's take a short break. We haven't had a break yet. We'll take a short break right now.
All right.
There's some banana nut muffins.
Banana nut muffins. Okay, we'll put.
Whoa, what's that? That's a key lime. Man, that's a pretty cake. We're still on the air, so we'll stay on the air. Of course, I want to remind everybody that out by the
just put 250.
the baseball complex, and where they're building the fitness center. And this guy right here is an engineer. He's going to be able to help me explain this. They're building another turnaround
Yes, sir. They're building a roundabout right there in the right field corner of the baseball field, and the road is University is the main road, and I don't know what the others. I apologize. I don't know the name.
I
of the
want to
street.
say that
roundabout.
Roundabout, and I think the name of the street is Pace Street, isn't it?
It may be. It goes by Pace Field and old Pace Hall, which I think.
All right, but so that area is going to be blocked off for a while. But it's another turnaround. And all right, guys, don't be so loud that we can't hear ourselves talk. Your daughter's so sweet. She's worked so hard over there already.
She's a hard worker. She baked 2 of these cakes herself.
Thanks to Robert Jacobs, we've gone over the 1,000 mark already.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
We're halfway
there. Good day. We've gone over the 1,000 mark already with that $500,000 donation. KT Cole, where are you this morning, my friend? Call 670-2200. 670-2200 out there.
All
right. KT Joe.
Hannah was just telling me the key lime cake has sold and the 7-layer chocolate
All right,
cake.
Who's bought those?
Shasta.
Who?
Say the name again.
Shasta Dawson.
Shasta Dawson.
Shasta Dawson.
Bought the
Just bought
$50.
these for how many?
$50 each.
$60? $50 each. Whoa, those are 2 beautiful cakes she's getting for $100. So she's getting the key lime and the chocolate. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right, and her name is
Shasta Dawson.
Dawson, and she's getting quite a. Are we gonna let her have it at that?
We will take those on.
Okay, we're gonna let her have it at $50 each for these beautiful cakes right here.
Guys, y'all help put the cakes on the counter up here, okay?
Coach, you've been coaching your kids ever since they were young.
Right.
And are they all about gone now?
Yeah, Brady's the last one that I'll be coaching. This is I started when they were in T-ball, 4 years old, and it amazed me this last week watching the 6-year-old coach pitch, because when my boys played, we played T-ball.
That's right. You put it on the tee, and they
what I was impressed with is their baseball knowledge. They knew what to do when they caught the ball and what situations. That was impressive.
Well, one of my good friends is banker with Troy Bank and Trust Company, Michael Precise.
Right. His son was on that
what
team.
A solid player he was. Well, his son was one of those 6-year-olds.
Yeah, he played first base. Parker Precise.
And his granddaddy,
Doc,
is the great doctor at Dixieland Dental, Dr. Michael Precise, who is the reason the Wiregrass Cardinals are one of the best organizations in the whole country.
Him and Coach Sammy Fricker do a phenomenal job with the Cardinals.
And the first strings all head back to Michael Precise, Dr. Michael Precise. Is that right?
That's right.
And he loves it. Dr. Precise, I hope he's watching this morning. He's a good friend of mine. Of course, he lives in Geneva and has Dixieland Dental, one of the largest dental clinics in Alabama. And of course, but his first love is baseball and sports. And, he's been a very successful dentist for a long time, but if you ask him which he would rather have done, it's been a coach.
Baseball coach.
But you know what? By his contributions to that Wiregrass Cardinal program, all your boys have played in that program.
Yeah, Brock has played 4 years in summer.
Solid program.
Right.
And they went all over the country, didn't they?
They do. Go from South Florida to all other parts. And as a matter of fact,
but one of the things they got a man named Dr. Michael Precise that finances a lot of this. And I know parents put it in too. Isn't
that's
that
right? Yeah, Doc Precise and the Precise family are very supportive of that program.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the Wiregrass Cardinals are hosting the AAU National Championships next week in Dothan. So there'll be there'll be teams from Chicago.
Oh man.
New York.
And a lot of this
Colorado
acclaim belongs to a guy named Sammy Frichter.
That's right.
And of course, the former great coach at Wallace at Dothan.
That's
and,
right.
And all of those guys. And it takes people to make things happen, and those names, Precise and Frichter and Henner and what I'm saying. A lot of people have had to support these programs, and they've done a great job.
They have. A lot of these guys on this team here come from families that have been playing and participating and coaching in the Troy Rec program for a lot of years.
All right, let me answer. We're waiting for your phone calls, ladies and gentlemen. I know the conversation is very good this morning too. Travel ball. You hear it everywhere. Oh, my son plays travel ball. He doesn't play rec ball. Well, let me tell you something about the Henners. You've always been loyal to rec programs. and because that's recognizing your community.
Right.
Troy, Alabama is highly recognized throughout this state as having one of the best recreation baseball programs in the state.
It sure is. It sure is. That's why one reason Troy is able to host a lot of state tournaments is based on their reputation of putting a quality product out there. And, you know, we try to tell these guys, and I know it's one of David Dickey's favorite sayings is, you know, you play for the name on the front of the jersey, not necessarily your name on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you'll notice, Mike, these guys, we don't have names on the back of our jerseys. You know, we're representing Troy, and, you know, we want people to know. And when we go out of town,
that's the game jersey right
this
there
is our game jersey. That's right. So, you know, we want to make sure that we represent our community and our families, you know, with a lot of class and sportsmanship wherever we go play.
Nothing against travel ball, but do that after the regular season's over. Or
you know, my guys play travel ball, my two boys, but there's balance between the two. You know, there's good things with both, and you know, I just tell people all things in moderation. You know,
look at
programs.
the amount of effort that your community is putting into this recreation program, and the travel ball, of course, it comes, in my opinion, should come right after that. We got another sale?
No, we're trying to discuss taking the lid off.
Yeah, we need to. You're right. You're exactly right, my dear. And right now, how do we look right now about where we stand? Of course, we're moving right along, and we've got more cakes and pies to sell this morning. I've got a cake. Whoa! Whoa! What a cake! And here it is right here.
So we got a lemon cheesecake, and then Jackie, what was this one?
What is this?
Chocolate chip cake.
Whoa! What a beautiful cake! Beautiful cake.
Okay.
And the container comes with it too. The container comes with it.
That is Jackie.
Lemon cheese. Now, who baked the lemon cheese?
My mother.
Well, let me tell you this. My mother used to make lemon cheese.
Okay.
It's hard to make. Hey, don't you agree with me? Lemon cheese is hard to make. You got to know how to make lemon cheese.
That's the old-fashioned recipe.
And this is the old-fashioned lemon cheese. You know what I can remember about lemon cheese? My mother having a container on the oven. We'll have that lemon cheese on there, stirring that lemon cheese, and then you poured it over the cake. It is wonderful.
Yeah, some good memories.
You know, your grandmother was such a beautiful lady and such a talented lady. I'm sure you had some great meals at her house, didn't you?
Yeah, she was a good cook with a better, you know, she was in the flower business, a lot of decorations. Right. She had an eye for the
These guys were born on their grandparents were on the end of University Drive.
That's right.
Where their home was.
Right next to the Bakers, you know, the Bakers from Troy. So,
exactly right. Right next door to Harry Baker, the jeweler.
That's exactly right.
And he was a great coach. You don't remember him,
Yeah,
probably.
he was. I don't.
And let me tell you this. I played, his son Ronnie and I are good friends. We all grew up. But he coached on the team opposite of me. This was in Babe Ruth.
Right.
And I played on the, oh gosh, I can't even remember the team I played on. I usually could. But Harry Baker coached on the other team. And my good friend, one of my best friends was Johnny Teal, the guy that you probably heard that name. The Teal Award and all that that's given away every year. Well, he was our quarterback, but growing up, he was a very good baseball player. Played third base for Harry Baker's team. And Harry be on third base saying, "Come on, Money Man." He called him Money Man because he was so clutch. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fine. We're selling cakes. These are some beautiful cakes too.
Okay, tell me what kind of cakes we're selling.
Okay, we got lemon cheese, one of the best looking.
We got red velvet
I've ever seen.
Cookies and cream cheese pound cake, banana nut muffins, spice cake,
chocolate cake,
chocolate pound cake, cookies and cream. What? A peanut butter cake.
Peanut butter cake. And how about this pound cake here? It's beautiful pound cake. What is it?
What was this one called? A chocolate chip bundt cake.
A chocolate chip bundt cake. Beautiful.
Okay. I think I'm liking the peanut butter cake.
Okay. Wonderful. All right, let's hold that up, guys. Are you watching on TV?
No, I'm not. Where are you
What
on?
channel? Channel 2 on Troy Cable.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, you got a beautiful cake here, and what is your bid?
What are the bids start at?
They start at $1,000. They start at 25. They start at 25, and whatever your bid is, we'd love to have it.
Okay, well, let's start at, how about 50?
That'd be good.
Sounds perfect.
That'd be who is this, please?
My name is Judy Pitson.
Judy Pinson, okay. Do you know any of these kids on this team?
I absolutely do. I have a grandson that's playing on this team.
Landon,
Tyler.
Landon Tyler. Hey, how about a hoorah? Hoorah! Stand up, Landon, and bow.
Well, Miss Judy, we do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Judy, thank you so much. You going to try to go to some of the games?
We're going to all the games.
Oh, they're going to all the games.
Good,
That's great.
good.
And we appreciate your support so much. Thank you here.
Okay, you're so welcome. And good luck to the boys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we got another one sold, and we appreciate it. And of course, if you would like to contribute, this sour cream pound cake is a beauty here. The bid started $25.
That's right.
Man, I've never seen a sour cream pound cake I didn't like. Good morning, young. Today in LA, how you doing?
Good morning, Mike Amos. It's Donnie Knotts here.
Donnie Knotts, how you doing, my good friend?
I'm ready for. Did I understand them to say that there's a chocolate pound cake up there?
Yes, sir.
There sure is. It's still in the box. I think.
Still in the box.
Wait.
I bid $50 on it.
Okay, $50, man. We appreciate it very much. And it's yours for $50.
All right, let me ask you this. You know I go to work here in just a minute. Can somebody drop it off by Troy Nissan?
Can somebody drop this off by Troy Nissan? Can somebody do that? Yes, we can do that.
All right, good deal. I appreciate it, baby. Good luck to those guys.
All right, thank you, Donnie, and thank you for your bid.
Thank you, Donnie.
You got it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What is this right here? It looks like Chris, what is this right here?
This is banana nut muffins made
Whoa,
by Miss
that looks
Peggy.
good.
They do look delicious.
Whoa.
Banana nut muffins.
And it has nuts in it, too? Has pecans in it, or do y'all know?
I would think it would be pecans. But I don't know if it's
It
peanut.
looks good.
Banana
Banana
nut
nut
muffins.
muffins look great. Look at that picture right there. Only on Troy Cable. Only on Troy Cable. And of course, we've had a lot of fun reminiscing and talking about this great program that the Troy Recs have. And again, hey, play rec first, then join your travel team.
That's right. And it all spins down from Troy University and the success of their baseball program with Coach Riddle and Coach Pierce and now Coach Smart. Coach Smart, you know, Mike, you may not know this, but the field we're playing on next week is turf. Just almost identical to Troy University, with the exception the outfield is natural grass. Yeah. So the infield is turf, outfield is natural grass. So Coach Smart was very gracious and allowed us to practice at their facility yesterday.
That was fun, wasn't it?
It was. It was hot. Now it's hot on that turf.
Real hot.
Because we practiced from 3 to 5 yesterday.
Down in the outfield, they were dancing around, wasn't it?
Probably you don't want to stand still.
Now, something that's going on right now, if you'd like to step out of your car and look down in the stadium, they're putting brand new turf at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and I don't know. Do we have a picture of that in our box? The new playing field. Have you seen it?
I've seen the work. I mean, obviously they've ripped
all right.
it all
Well,
up.
all right. They're going to have. He can show it if he wants to up there, but the end zones will be red. They're going back to the red end zones, and then of course they're going to have light green, dark green, light green, dark green.
Nice, yeah.
It's going to be a beautiful field.
Yeah, that sounds very
and that's going on right now.
A lot of construction, like you mentioned earlier, right? They're building a roundabout there in the
but
right
think
field
how
corner.
hot it is, all those workers.
Right.
And then, of course, the great thing we've got going on, too, is the fitness center or the wellness center at Troy.
Right.
State of the art.
It is. It is.
And, and fabulous. People said, now, a lot of people, we built that huge arena, and it is one of the best in the country. But a lot of people driving up George Wallace said, that must be their new arena.
Little they know. That's right.
Sure does, no question about it. Need somebody to call in now. All of these are still out here. Now, those have been sold.
Everything on that side's been sold.
Yeah,
Mike,
make sure
so
that we don't get those confused. And of course, hey, big time lemon cheese. Big time lemon cheese. Anybody that loves lemon cheese, this is where you want to be right now. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you right here. This is the lemon cheese, and look at it.
A lot of hard work went into that cake.
You're exactly right, my friend. No
We got
question
lemon
about it.
cheese,
My
chocolate chip.
mother and your grandmother were good friends. They were both real artistic. And she was always saying kind words about your grandmother.
We have some chocolate chip cheesecake bars. We have banana nut muffins. We have a cream cheese cake, a spice cake, cookies and cream cake, a butternut, a 7-Up cake, a sour cream cake. We have a spice cake. We have a chocolate chip Texas sheet cake.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
And she just came over here and just
applesauce cake.
Donated her time this morning. Can you come back here and let anybody see you?
Hannah.
Come here, Hannah. Come here, Hannah.
Yeah, she's always been very
tell you
supportive of the teams that I've coached.
One of the sharpest girls that's been through Charles Simpson a long way. And Hannah, I'm going to ask you something point blank. Are you going to cheer in college? I think she's a college cheerleader, don't you think?
She would like
I think
to.
she could cheer at your old Auburn. Is that right? Is that where you're going to school? That's where you're going to Auburn?
Hopefully so.
All right, tell us about what you're doing right now.
So I'm a senior. I'll be a senior. So we just got finished with cheer camp last week.
At Charles Simpson
Yes,
High
sir.
School.
We went to Troy.
Yeah, and y'all did well?
We did all right.
Yeah, okay. And you got 14 cheerleaders, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And of course, how long you been cheering?
6 years.
6 years, and you love it. The reason I said that is, first of all, she is good, very good. She's, of course, very good scholastically also.
She does well.
And you look like a major college cheerleader. Do you know that?
She runs track in the spring. for Charleston.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
on track
All
team.
those hitters ran track. A bunch of them did.
I did now. I tried to, running something you have to do.
Exactly.
It's a different.
Let me
mindset.
tell you this. I know you're proud of who your daddy is, but you got to be also very proud of who your granddaddy is. Is he a wonderful guy?
He is.
And your mama Your mama was raised out here in Ansley, Alabama.
That's right.
And of course she was a Jeff coach. So you don't know. That was a grandmother.
Right.
But I'm talking about your grandmother. You're right. Your grandmother's from Greenville. I mean, your mother's from
His other grandmother. That's right.
From Greenville. Is that right?
Correct.
And I know that family real well. But you can be so proud. Education, not just sports, in the Hinners. They didn't compete in sports, but they also competed in academics. Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
I mean, you've always had challenges in academics, and of course, you've taken the tests and all that. Have you done pretty good in it?
She has. You know, we've tried to stress, well-rounded kids,
She probably won't have to pay to go to college. Is that right?
We hope not. We may not quite be there yet, but we're working on it.
And ladies and gentlemen, not only is this a precious girl, but an all-American cheerleader, but is an outstanding student. And you're the last one about, aren't you? Are you the last one?
Well, Brady will be the last.
Brady will.
Brady,
Okay.
he'll be a sophomore.
Yeah, and that's your little brother. Is that right?
That's right.
Exactly. Now, and of course, I know y'all have to work hard being cheerleaders at Charles Henderson, and that's a great program.
Yes, sir.
But you like to cheer in college? How do you go about that? Do you just write a letter to somebody, or what? How's it work?
Well, at Auburn, you actually can't try out your first year, so you have to take a
So
year
no
off.
pure freshman.
No, sir.
I got you. But that's something that's on your mind.
It's
Is that
a goal
right?
to work toward. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Now, you know both the Beard girls, or 2 out of the 3 Beard girls from here in Troy, were cheerleaders out of Alabama.
Right. Yeah, they lived up. They grew up the street from me.
That's right. Yeah.
Stacy Beard.
And they were probably
Beard.
sort of your. Do you remember those? You remember them when they were growing up?
She probably doesn't know them.
Yeah,
They
you
were my
did.
age.
Yeah, that's
they were
right,
my
yeah.
age in school.
That's right.
That's right.
And have done real well. But I know you're going to do real well. And we're going to wish you a lot of luck. And, of course, you got a whole school year. Are you excited about football season?
Absolutely, yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And we appreciate you coming in and helping us this morning.
Yes.
What was the last total that you saw?
It's like 1,200, I think.
1,200. Well, we got to do better than that now. We've got the 1,200 right now.
Yes, sir.
And that was even before we got here today. We're going to count that too, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
good.
We
All right.
pre-sold.
All right, we need to move on. We still got a lot of cakes and pies. I was looking for my clock this morning and seeing how do we look there. And look, there it is right there. Look here.
Okay.
Chris has the new
okay,
field
I see it,
at
Mike. Yeah.
Troy University, and at Charles Henderson will be playing on that same field.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
right there.
That's
and
right.
of course, don't you think that the red adds a lot more color to? Who got that? Somebody bought that? Wonderful.
Yeah, that was one that Ann and her bought. Or we pulled the wrong one off.
Oh,
the table.
okay. All right. Good. But isn't that a beautiful feeling? That's your T. You know, that's Troy's.
Oh yeah. It looks phenomenal.
Logo
yeah.
now, and of course they're in the process, ladies and gentlemen, of putting that down right as we speak, and hopefully by the end of the month it'll be ready. Right now we got 8:10. We only have 20 more minutes. I think I feel like you're making me feel like I'm talked too much instead of sold cakes, but we got to have it out there right now. Call your people and tell them to call in. They don't have to come into us.
We'll deliver.
We'll deliver, and we'll also pick it up upstairs. You can just tell us what your bid is upstairs, and we'll get the information down. So let's move fast now. These 20 minutes have to be fast because we want to get rid of all of these cakes, and we want to go over the 2,000.
Yep, and we're starting bids at $25, so that's a good deal on a cake, even if you just bid the 25. You know,
you take the city has to incur a lot of the costs, you know, with expense going over there and the hotel and motel rooms. Y'all might be over there 4 or 5 nights. Is that
That's right. Yeah, we're planning on staying, 4 nights would be, to make it to the championship day is our goal, and so that's what we're planning for and fundraising to help offset
if not, these parents are going to have to incur a lot of this cost, and the city will too, but right now it would be a great help to their program, and the logistics of the whole trip, if you'll call in. And I'll tell you right now, $25 on this sour cream pound cake. I know that is at the start of it. Go ahead. I've looked at it so long that I'm going to give you $25 for that sour cream.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mike.
Now, what is this big cake
it's called
here?
A spice cake. Cake.
Oh, I bet you that is good looking. That's a spice cake?
Yes, sir, a spice cake.
Whoa, man.
Did you sell another one, Han?
Here's another one.
Okay.
All right, that spice cake. Who made this spice cake? Do y'all know?
Nancy Key.
Nancy
Key made
that
the
is
spice
a beautiful looking spice cake, and I tell you what, go ahead, and this is a sour cream pound cake.
Got that one.
Alumni Affairs at Troy is going to be cutting into that this morning, and thank you so much. And then of course the spice cake, boy, I'd like to know what's in this spice cake. I don't know if we know right now.
I don't know if Miss Nancy is available to tell us.
But we're moving right along, and of course we need all these guys that got telephones to call in their people and make sure they're going to bid on these cakes. Now we've got these brownies here.
We got banana nut muffins and chocolate chip cheesecake bars. Yeah. We have a chocolate cake. A chocolate pie. We have
I didn't see the chocolate
pie. One of the pies up here, man.
And who baked those pies? Boy, I love those containers.
Miss Peggy Presswood baked the pies.
Man, with a high meringue. Is that coconut or what is that?
Lemon meringue.
What a pie there this morning. Man, oh man. Hey, if you're sitting in your office, you need to call and there's another one right there. Another beautiful pie. Right here, and of course with the high meringue, and Miss Presswood is a great cook, and we appreciate it very much. Okay, we're moving right along, and of course we're raising money for the 15-year-old Troy baseball team that's going to the World Series in Louisiana this week. How do you get there now?
Well, to get there, it's a pretty easy drive. You just go to Montgomery and hang a left on US 80, and it's due west. You end up going to Meridian, Mississippi, and getting on I-20.
Yes.
And you go through Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes.
And then the next major town is West Monroe, is Louisiana.
So you don't go through Memphis?
No, sir. It's the northern part of Louisiana, but you're pretty much the middle part of Mississippi that you're driving through.
So that's one of those is chocolate, one of those is lemon.
Chocolate, and then a lemon meringue.
Whoa, man, that was
Still cold.
All right, I tell you what we'll do. We'll sell you both of them for $100. We'll sell you both of them for $100.
A good deal.
And hey, that right there, what is that? A butterscotch?
Butternut cake.
Butternut cake. I love that too. And of course, we've got about 15 minutes left, and we want you to call in and be a part of this show. Of course, it's been This Is Your Life, Chris Henry this morning.
Oh, I didn't want to be that.
Chris, with any question, let's just say this, and I'm gonna make you have to brag. You're gonna have to brag. You could have lived a lot of places. Could you have lived in a place any better for a young baseball player than Troy, Alabama?
I don't think so. It's a strong community that offers a lot to families, and then obviously the baseball program is second to none. You know, from the rec program,
it's important.
Through the different.
The word would be baseball is important in this town.
It is
important.
It is important. And then the community rallies around. You know, the rec program, the Pikes program, Charles Henderson's program.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, even the university. So it's
exactly right.
I wouldn't have any other way.
And no question about it. Of course, you know, for people, you know, that the kids love baseball, you know, they're going to be well coached. They're going to be well supervised, you know, from Dan Smith on down. And we probably don't talk enough about Dan Smith, or we talk about our buddy that's over baseball.
David
Dickey, and what a great job
learned from the best from Mr. Dan.
That's right.
And then they learned from a great man, this Bo Gaylord, that kind of started, you know, it kind of got
a very good friend of your granddaddy's, Herbie,
sure
grew up together, and it's just amazing. And you know, and we love the recreation part of it, that it represents Troy, that Troy is represented right now with 14 teams that went into the playoffs, and something like 12. I know we've had 2 state champions already, but we might have more than that.
Yeah, we're hoping. Like I said, the 12-year-olds start today, and there's actually a 10-year-old tournament team going to Decatur as well, and I think they start today as well. So that's
right.
I think they call that the AAA league. It's 9 and 10-year-olds, but they have a strong team as well.
This is what I'm gonna have fun with. Now, first of all, if you'd like to go out and watch that tournament, the games start at 3 today, but Troy plays tonight at 7. It's a great place. Go out and eat one of those wonderful hamburgers or hot dogs and sit back and watch a Troy team play, and they're playing against Montgomery. Now, here they are, the teams that will be recognized today with the opening ceremonies at 1 o'clock. I want y'all to hear this, guys. Hey, you reckon I could take any one of you guys that could tell me who all the teams they're going to be playing? All right, here we go. Starting today at 3 o'clock on field number 3, it's Morgan County, and that is your Decatur group. And they are always good out of Decatur.
That's right.
Against Eufaula, the first game. Troy plays on field 4 at 7 against Montgomery. The Dothan Americans, they're playing on field 6 today at 3 o'clock against Auburn Orange, and their program's always solid.
Yeah, Auburn's got a strong
And then, of course, Dothan American is playing also, playing against Auburn Orange. And then Selma, and Selma always had a good baseball program, plays Holtville, that's the Lake Martin area, Wetumpka area. They play on field 4 today at 3 o'clock. Then your Taylor Rehoboth, and this is your Dothan group, Taylor Rehoboth.
Taylor Rehoboth, yeah.
And they're a solid program. against North Bibb. And we know how good Bibb County is.
Yeah, Center
They knocked Charles Simpson out of the state
in the second round.
The second round, and they'll be in there. Out of game 6, you got Enterprise American playing Mobile Municipal. The best teams in those areas.
Oh yeah.
And then of course Decatur American plays today on field 5 at field 3 at 5 o'clock against Hueytown.
Yeah.
And Jameis Winston and all those guys came through that program.
That's right.
And then Alexandria, that's your Anniston area, pretty much.
That's right.
Is
north of Oxford. Yeah.
against the Auburn Blue team. Auburn sitting in two teams.
Right.
Now, a lot of these big schools, and Troy's lucky. All right, guys, let's hear you talk. That one of the things that Troy's lucky with, we have just one team coming out of our area.
That's right.
And it's Troy.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Now, a lot of teams like Auburn, like Florence, like Birmingham and Mobile, they have more than one team that are playing against each other that come to the state. Is that right?
Yeah. The rule in Dixie is once you have 8 or more regular season teams, you have to field an American and national tournament team, and Troy is kind of in the middle size-wise as far as community, so we're we've been fortunate just to have 7 regular season teams, therefore we field 1 tournament team. So it's, the size of your program dictates how many tournament teams.
We got to have a huge turnaround right here. We got to have people calling right now. People calling right now. We just have a few more minutes. We have a few more minutes. In fact, 10 more minutes.
And
of course, again, we want to thank our very good friend Robert Jacobs with the Golden Boy peanut butter. He has helped us so much with a $500 donation. Plus, he gets a strawberry cake and a chocolate cake.
That's right.
And of course, we want you to call in right now. We need some people to call in and buy some of these wonderful cakes. This spice cake intrigues me. I was wondering, it's a beautiful cake right here. And then we've got these homemade pies.
Lemon meringue, chocolate.
And what is that one right there?
This is a red velvet cake.
Red velvet. Boy, what a beautiful cake.
And then we have a butternut cake, a sour cream pound cake, an apple sauce cake.
Yeah. If you want to buy some of these cakes just to give away, give them to the nursing home, give them to some shut-ins, or give them to people.
Take it to the fire station.
Take it to the fire station. This would be a great opportunity to do it. We've got all these cakes, but evidently we don't have any calls out there. Hey, let's go, guys. Were they asked to make?
Yeah, they were. We've been doing our homework and putting the word out there.
All right, guys. Somebody's forgot that we're having a cake auction this morning.
Like the city of Troy that would need a cake.
City
down
of
there
Troy,
in the
the
office.
mayor. How about the mayor? Yeah, oh yeah, he's got a son playing in it. Doesn't he? And then, of course, our county representatives, and we need for this phone to ring. The number is 670-0052, and there's a look at a lot of these wonderful cakes. And this spice cake is really, really intriguing me to the fact that, man, am I going to be able to live without buying that thing? Man, what a beautiful cake that is. And of course, right now, we're waiting right now within the next 10 minutes that on the air. Now, we'll have somebody here till 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Is that right?
We'll keep
where you can come down. You don't have to come into us. You can come up top, and they'll bring the bid down here. But we should be hearing that phone ring. We usually have a big rallying on this, and right now we've raised over $1,500, but our goal is $2,000, and we want you to call in right now and help us out.
And these cakes need a home,
That's right, no question about it. And man, I wish I could buy one of them, but my doctor says it's not good for my a certain ailment I have.
Right.
I did buy one of those wonderful pound cakes, though. Nothing better with an ice cold glass of milk than a delicious.
If you have an
pound
office,
cake.
doctor's office, bank, whoever
right.
surprise your employees with a cake on a Friday.
That's right, exactly right. No question about it. And we need for you to call in right now real quick. Guys, get on the phone. Let's go. Make something happen right here at last. And, of course, again, we appreciate the people that have already made an investment. Thank goodness for Robert Jacobs this morning with that huge donation of $500 to support this program here. and man, he has been all over the place. You take Robert Jacobs, and you take my buddy out at Dodge Chrysler Jeep. Those are two people that have come to Troy and given back to the community. And Jason Gregory. Really
Jason, they actually made a donation to this team early on. We were buying uniforms and getting started, so they made a donation, a $500 donation.
Isn't that
to this
something?
team.
Well, we want to mention that, and of course, they are great people, and these cakes and pies. And of course, how about our new Ford dealership, Bill Jackson Ford on the bypass right here in Troy. Bill Jackson now owns the Ford place and the Chevrolet place.
That's right.
And of course, Jim Jackson has been a great supporter of Troy athletics and Troy Rec for years. And of course, he now owns the Ford place. So it'd be wonderful to hear from them this morning. Also, the city fathers, and of course we've had several of these cake auctions, but again, we need your donation quickly this morning. Time is running out on the air, but we will have people here till 9 o'clock. And then where will they go after that?
Well, they can contact myself. My cell number is 334-534-5654. Call me and we'll let you know what cakes we have left. And like I said, we can deliver them to you. We just want the cakes to not go to a home, and obviously we need the donation and support for our team.
No question about it. And don't get me wrong now. I think a lot of people see this on Troy Cable and all that, but they've got to know about it. And that means it's our responsibility to pre-sell a lot of these cakes and pies. And we got a bunch left over, and we want you to call in or come by this morning and enjoy a delicious cake and pie. But again, the phones have not rung like I expected them to.
Well, yeah.
And again, we're proud of what we got.
Right.
What is our total right now, sweet? What is our total? How much?
$1,250.
$1,250. We're about $800 shy of our goal.
Right.
But before it's all over with, hopefully we'll have some people to come up and buy some of these wonderful cakes and pies. They're not going to go to waste, I promise you. And hopefully we'll have some more people that will call in and order these cakes and pies.
That's right.
Again, you got to pre-sell these things, and we didn't do it like we normally do. Go, use them as an example. A lot of them do not know. There's one just sold right there.
Yeah, we got someone on the phone
And
trying
I got
to see
one
what we got
on
left.
the phone, and again, if you want to buy some of these at say $25 or $50, and
That's right.
yeah, and give them to people that you know that would enjoy them.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
You may have a neighbor or shut-in that you need a cake for the
Exactly.
weekend and brighten their day.
No question about it.
Obviously there's a lot of teams playing in tournament balls, and
it really
everybody's doing fundraising, and we understand that. So there's a lot of teams out there asking for the same support from the community, and
No question. Of course, the weekend's coming up. Now, remember, this afternoon at 1 o'clock, you've got your ozone. Explain ozone and tell us why it has made this age group, the 11 and 12, such a great game. We got 1 minute.
Well, ozone is it kind of came with growth from competing with travel ball. Traditionally the 11 and 12-year-old Dixie Youth program, you couldn't lead off from the bases. Right. The pitching mound was really close. So when 15 years ago, when Dixie started losing some players to travel ball, you couldn't use the bigger barrel bat.
Yeah, that's right.
So all those things are allowed in ozone. So the bases got moved back to 70 feet. The mound.
I was wondering how far. What's the difference?
Yeah, they're 70 feet. The mound got moved back about 6 feet. They went to the bigger barrel bat, which all the kids like to use. Obviously more home runs. And they can lead off and steal. So it just made it more competitive.
Okay, we sold another one.
Answer, do we have a
The chocolate pie. Chocolate pie here, is that right?
From Jimmy King with Troy Nissan.
Troy, Jimmy King at Troy Nissan. All right. How about a hoorah? All right, Jimmy King. Thank you so much.
All right. But yeah, so Ozone just kind of expanded the field dimensions a little bit, went to the bigger bat, made it more enticing to the kids to keep them in the Dixie program.
Exactly. And it's real
successful.
Ball. I mean, the pitcher.
I think Troy hosted the very first Ozone World Series. That's been 15 years ago.
And it took for a while, even for Montgomery. I think they were one of the last people to do it. But it has made that age group baseball so much better.
Oh,
and, you look, I tell you, one of the perfect examples is a young man that pitches over at Pike Liberal, the coach's son, the little left-hander.
David Nelson.
Yeah, David Nelson. All right, Drew grew up, and of course he played in different leagues, I'm sure. But he developed a move to first base, and I think he did it in Ozone.
He did.
He learned how to do it in Ozone, and now you can't even go off a half a yard before he throws you out. You know?
That's right. He's pretty crafty.
But I think it enhances the growth of these young people, don't you think?
I think
they grow up, mature quicker under Ozone than they would those old rules.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're running out of time, but we do appreciate you folks that contributed. Robert Jacobs, man, again from Golden Boy, had a big donation. Of course, we're going to be here till 9 o'clock, or however it takes to sell all these cakes. But you can call us at this number within the next hour, 670-0052, and there'll be somebody that can take your order, and we'll make sure we get this out to you. I mean, you take this spice cake. That is a $100 cake if I've ever looked at it. But hey, if you'll give us 25, we'll take it.
That's right.
Or 50, we'll take it. And this
chocolate chip cake.
The chocolate chip cake, and this right here.
Actually, 2 chocolate chip
And
cakes.
you know, you get the container that goes with it. Take a look at that right there. Man, what a wonderful cake.
Some chocolate chip cream cheese bars, a cookies and cream cake. Red velvet, lemon meringue pie. So we have a few left.
And again,
Texas
before
sheet cake.
we go off the air, let me just say this. This is a huge Ozone State Championship being played right here at the Sportsplex. You can enter either from George Wallace or from Franklin or from the Elba Highway. But it's a wonderful, wonderful tournament that I promise you'll enjoy seeing. Troy plays tonight against a very good team from Montgomery, starting at 7 o'clock. So come out and support your local team.
Right. And we just want to remind you that this is the Dixie Boys, 15U. We're heading to Sterlington, Louisiana next week.
That's
and we appreciate the support we've already received and will receive. And Mike, we just want to thank you so much for
you're
being
welcome, buddy.
on your show this morning.
And we're glad you were here. And you know how we love it. And so ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Go out and support that tournament and support Troy Recreation Department teams wherever they go. Have a great weekend. We'll see you bright and early Monday morning for Today in LA.